Live, this is the 10 o'clock news.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Kurt and Shauna have the evening off. A Portland man accused in a Symbionese Liberation Army bank robbery from 27 years ago speaks out for the first time.
53-year-old Michael Borton is fighting extradition to California, where he faces a murder trial. KPTV's David Wilson is following this story and now joins us from the newsroom. David?
Well, Michael Borton and 4 others are accused of shooting to death a bystander during a robbery in Carmichael, California back in 1975. Today, Borton and 2 of the accused were arraigned on those charges. Meanwhile, a 4th former SLA member was sentenced today to 20 years in prison for attempting to blow up police cars nearly 30 years ago.
I'll be always by your side no matter what happens.
In a Los Angeles courtroom, the daughter of Sarah Jane Olson bursts into tears as her mother is sentenced to 2 consecutive 10-year prison terms.
All I can say is this does not begin to tell you what our lives have been. And so I would just like to say, please know that our daughter is a good person.
Sarah Jane Olson, formerly known as Kathleen Salaya of the SLA, was convicted of attempting to blow up 2 Los Angeles police cars in the 1970s. Now a housewife married to a doctor in Minnesota, Olson also faces charges for the murder of Myrna Upsall, killed during an SLA bank robbery in Carmichael, California, 27 years ago.
Any comment at all?
Just that I love you very much and I'm hoping for the best.
In Portland today, the sister of Mary Jane Olson, Josephine Borton, leaves the downtown courtroom, saying she loves her husband Mike. 53-year-old Michael Borton is also accused of participating in the same SLA bank robbery in 1975. He, too, faces murder charges. Today, Borton took issue with the judge calling him a fugitive from justice.
I'd like to state for the record I'm not a fugitive from the state of Oregon. I've been a legal resident here for some 12 and a half years. I have my own business here, family, 4 kids. That's completely false.
Borton says he never was a member of the SLA and is fighting extradition back to California. And contrary to Patty Hearst's 1982 autobiography, he denies taking part in the robbery.
I still maintain that I did not participate.
Mary Jane Olson also denies any wrongdoing. But the son of Myrna Upsall, murdered in that 1975 robbery, says justice must be served against the SLA.
I actually felt sorry for the family and the friends of Kathleen Salaya at their loss, and I was glad to hear actually that Kathleen Salaya evidently made better decisions during these last 20 years and had an opportunity to lead a somewhat productive life. And I kind of am assuming that guilt must be a very powerful motivator.
It may take California authorities another 5 weeks to extradite Michael Borton from Portland to stand trial. Meantime, alleged SLA members Emily and Bill Harris were also arraigned in California today on murder charges stemming from that same bank robbery. One other man, James William Kilgore, is also wanted in connection with that robbery, but he hasn't been seen for 26 years, and the FBI is looking for him.
Amazing new developments tonight, David. Thanks for that live report.
In other news tonight, the accused gunman in deadly shootings at a Virginia law school has strong ties to Portland.
He lived in Portland for several years, driving a TriMet bus for a living. KPTV's Robin Burke has this story you'll see only on Oregon's 12.
Peter Odegazua followed in his brother's footsteps and came to Portland from Nigeria to study. He attended Clackamas Community College and Portland State, and several members of his family still live here. Former Portlander, 42-year-old Peter Odegazua, was arraigned on capital murder charges yesterday. The same day, a small Virginia town memorialized the 3 people he's accused of killing. The dean and founder of Appalachian Law School, L. Anthony Sutton, a law professor, and a 33-year-old student. The suspect accused of opening fire on the campus is described as a time bomb, a disgruntled student who was flunking out of the law school for the 2nd time. Here in Portland, sources close to his family say Peter had not been in close contact with them, even though he has a twin brother here who owns a stationery store on Martin Luther King Boulevard. An older brother and several nephews live in Portland as well. Odigazua is also remembered here at TriMet, where he worked for nearly 7 years as a bus driver. He was fired in 1989.
Basically for 3 clauses in our union contract. One of those being showing up for work with drug or alcohol, and also endangering, potential danger to public safety.
And shortly after he was fired at TriMet, Odigazua left Portland for the East Coast. He is now being held in a Virginia jail on capital murder charges without bond.
Okay, thanks, Robin. A preliminary hearing is set for March 21st. Still no sign of the 12-year-old Oregon City girl who's been missing now for 10 days. Oregon City police say they have very few leads. Her family says with each passing day, it gets harder and harder to hold out hope.
For Ashley Pond's mother, the thought of what may have happened to her daughter is unbearable. Ashley Pond is a 7th grader at Gardner Middle School. She was last seen January 9th walking from her apartment to the bus stop. Oregon City police say Ashley never made it to the bus stop that morning.
This is the first time I ever heard about a real kid at my own school missing.
Parents of the classmates at Gardner are now worried about their own sons and daughters.
What's going on with Ashley Pond? She was all scared that maybe I ran away or something, or got kidnapped or something, but so my mom's all freaked out about it too.
My mom won't let me go anywhere without somebody with me or something.
The word of Ashley Pond's disappearance has spread beyond the campus. Friends of the family are posting thousands of missing posters all over town.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Now, Ashley's family anxiously awaits by the phone for word, any word. Ashley's last words to her mother a week and a half ago are played over and over in her mother's mind.
She said, "Bye, Mom. Love ya." I said, "Love you too. See you after school." She went out the door.
Oregon City police say the case concerns them because if Ashley were a runaway, she most likely would have called friends or family by now.
I feel horrible. We just want her to be home. We just want her to be back.
If you have any information on Ashley Pond, please call Oregon City Police at 503-496-1616.
Police release a picture of the truck believed to have been driven by the Starbucks rape suspect. Last month, a man reportedly kidnapped a Starbucks employee in Clackamas County and drove her to a remote area. Police believe that he drove a Dodge 1500 SLT extended cab, much like this one. The truck is green or blue with a chrome bumper. Police say they found images of the truck in an ATM surveillance video camera, which was set up at the Bank of America on Sunnyside Road. The video was taken on the morning of the rape. A proposed Senate bill may force sex offenders in Washington state to look harder for a place to live. Today, Republican State Senator Don Benton introduced a bill that would keep sex offenders and kidnappers from living within 5 miles of their victims. The bill would affect offenders who are just released from jail. Benton represents the Vancouver area, and that's where residents are concerned about 4 high-level sex offenders living in the same house.
A carjacking leaves a woman in Tigard badly shaken tonight. Tigard police say a man attacked the woman as she left the Lincoln Center complex off Greenberg Road around 3 p.m. The victim says her attacker approached, put a gun to her neck, and demanded valuables. The suspect took off in the victim's 1993 silver Ford Thunderbird. It has a license plate number of TUX 935. The car also has Fox stickers on the rear bumper and window. If you happen to see the car, please call Tigard Police. Charges have been filed against the drivers involved in last year's crash that left 2 members of a Chinese dance troupe dead. Washington's Attorney General has filed negligent driving charges against brothers Henga and Hangbin Lee of Seattle. The 2 were driving the troupe from Spokane to Portland for a performance. Road conditions were icy when the vans crashed. Now, attorneys consider filing felony charges but could not provide enough proof.
Senator Ron Wyden has received money from Arthur Andersen, the auditing firm linked to the Enron bankruptcy. But the senator says tonight he has no plans to give any of that money back. The Oregon Democrat received just over $33,000. Wyden sits on the Energy and Commerce panels, which will be looking into the demise of Enron. Senator says that keeping the political contributions will not hurt his ability to investigate.
I think the public perception when people look at the record is here's a guy who tangled with the profession, who's been fiercely independent, who authored a law that they were very opposed to, and then several weeks ago took them on again in the open questioning in the Commerce Committee.
The Energy and Commerce panels will also look into the hundreds of millions of dollars of Enron debt that Arthur Andersen's accountants may have helped conceal. Well, this story leads us to tonight's 12 Talkback online poll question. Do you think that government officials should give back campaign contributions from Enron? Log on to our website. It's at Oregons12.tv, and you'll see results Monday night on the 10 o'clock news.
Another round of layoffs today at the Boeing's Gresham parts plant. More than 100 employees got their pink slips. The company's commercial aircraft division is suffering from the decline in air travel following September 11th. The Gresham plant makes engine mounts, gearboxes, and flight control systems for Boeing airplanes. Layoff notices were also issued in December, affecting some 278 workers. A third round is expected this summer.
The Molalla doctor who offered medical marijuana cards to patients he never saw is charged tonight with unprofessional conduct. The State Board of Medical Examiners ordered 78-year-old Philip Levesque to undergo testing to determine his competency. Levesque is accused of having poor card issuing standards. He issued 900 medical marijuana cards last year. Well, the snow is falling tonight on Mount Hood.
And the forecasts are calling for a lot of snow. KPTV's Monica Guzza now joins us with the latest on the snow outlook, I guess you could call it, Monica.
Yes, it does not look like we're going to see any snow on the valley floors, but it is going to get close. I would expect to see some foothill snow. So any place over an elevation of around 1,000 feet is going to see some snow. Here's a look at the Pacific satellite, and we've got a lot of moisture out here that is headed right for us. It began raining lightly this afternoon, and as we went into evening time, it started to rain harder. Cold front just moving on shore. Snow levels right now at 3,500 feet. They're going to drop down to 1,000 feet overnight and into tomorrow morning. And this is just the beginning. We've got storm number 1 out here. Lots of moisture, very cold air. This will move on shore tomorrow night and into Sunday morning. Storm number 2, even colder and even larger storm moving on shore sometime Sunday and into Monday. So this is just to start us out. By tomorrow night, we have snow advisories in effect for the Coast Range, the Cascades, and the Blue Mountains in the John Day and Ochoco Highlands. By tomorrow evening around this time, we expect 5 to 8 inches here, 6 to 12 in the Cascades, 3 to 6 in the Coast Range. All of these amounts above the 1,000-foot level. We still have 2 more days of snow, so by the end of the weekend, we could easily see a couple of feet of snow accumulating in the Cascades. And after all the warm weather we just had and the snow melt, this is going to replenish that snowpack. It's going to look very nice. We'll talk more about the weather and what's going to happen for you this weekend when I return later on. Back to you two.
Okay, we'll look forward to it. Monica, thanks very much.
Oregon Symphony conductor James DePriest is feeling a lot better since his life-saving kidney transplant.
In fact, he made his first public appearance tonight since the surgery. DePriest was a special speaker at the Temple Beth Israel in Northwest Portland. The event celebrated the birthday of Martin Luther King Jr. DePriest received a warm welcome from the congregation tonight, and he says that he is glad to be back.
I would like to thank everybody who has written and sent cards and their well wishes and emails. I greatly appreciate that, and I'm touched by it.
DePriest has been conductor of the Oregon Symphony since 1980. Coming up, warm up those thumbs and dust off the school books. We're taking you to a unique college tonight where the courses focus on video games.
Sounds like fun. Also, get ready for a thrill. We'll show you the newest and quite possibly the wildest roller coaster a little bit later.
And new security measures go into effect at Portland International Airport. See if baggage matching is slowing down travel when the 10 o'clock news returns.
I'm Ken Ackerman. Next week on Good Day Oregon, get the facts about fast food and how it's hurting more than just our bodies. Plus, we're going to chat live with actress Gina Davis about movies, sports, and motherhood. Also, sleep deprivation is making Americans stupid and hurting our economy, according to one doctor. We're going to find out why. And you won't believe what your dreams are actually telling you. We'll find out next week.
There's nothing like saving a whole lot of money to help shake off the winter blues, which is why we think of the one and only winter sale at Parker Furniture. As a public service, you'll find some of the best values of the year on the finest furniture and rugs you can own. Names like Henry Don, Baker, Stickley, Ralph Lauren, Thomasville, and many more, all at terrific savings. And you always get our famous service and design help. So shake things up. Hurry to the winter sale at Parker now. Parker Furniture in Beaverton, an original for 50 years.
His name is Henry, Clay Henry. He's a fireman and a Jared fan from Subway. He got real big on burgers and fries. Now he's down to a smaller size. Gets his might from his Veggie Delight. Great taste each day from his local Subway. He's Henry, Clay Henry.
With the help of exercise and the great taste of Subway's 7 sandwiches with just 6 grams of fat or less, people like Clay Henry are inspirations for everyone to follow.
Subway, eat fresh.
Well, if you want
Mr. Limbaugh, what has our little agitator been up to this week? Gluing Mrs. Brindle to her chair? Bringing in your sister's underpants for show and tell? Science project took out East Wing? Do you know where smart Alex like you end up?
On the radio?
Rush Limbaugh has moved to News Talk 620 KTLK. News Talk for the Great Northwest.
Everybody loves Raymond, where love is a full contact sport.
Weeknights on KPTV, Oregon's 12.
Now to America's new war. It's been done for years for international flights, making sure every bag that gets loaded onto a plane has a passenger to go with it.
Well, as of today, that international requirement is now required on domestic flights. KPTV's Rebecca Wu shows us how day one went at PDX.
The process of matching bags to passengers is a major milestone for airline security on domestic flights, but one that some passengers hardly noticed.
There was nothing different as far as our flight went.
That's what local airline executives anticipated because the screening happens behind the scenes. What passengers may notice is that boarding will take place 15 minutes earlier so crews can make the check.
Frontier Airlines was the first here at PDX to match bags with passengers. They made the changes last month. Since that time, a couple of their passengers missed their flights because crews had to close the cabin doors early.
I'm 100% for it.
Mike Warrior says matching bags to passengers is long overdue, even if it means making minor adjustments.
It'll make me do probably more carry-on if I can.
Airlines are required to screen bags only on originating flights, so some are concerned about loopholes on connecting flights. But one local airline executive said earlier this week they will follow through.
If a customer is connecting and they don't board the aircraft, the bag won't go either.
Still, one passenger feels that may not make a difference.
If somebody wants to cause harm and somebody wants to follow through with a threat, they will have that ability to do so.
Port officials agree nothing is guaranteed. At Portland International Airport, Rebecca Wu, the 10 o'clock news.
And Rebecca tells us airlines can also screen bags with bomb-sniffing dogs or by hand searches. Port of Portland says today that no passengers missed any flights because of the new security measures.
Throughout the campaign against terrorism, the location of Osama bin Laden has remained a mystery. Now Pakistani President Pervez Musharraf shares his theory. Musharraf says it's possible bin Laden is alive and hiding somewhere in the mountains of Afghanistan, or that he has left the country. But the president believes it's more likely the world's most wanted man is dead.
I give the highest priority now, to be frank, that he's dead, for the reason that he's a patient, he's a kidney patient, and I know that he had, we know that he had donated 2 dialysis machines into Afghanistan. One was specifically for his own personal use and the other for general use. Now, I really don't know whether he's been getting all that treatment in Afghanistan now.
Musharraf went on to say photos that show an extremely weak Osama bin Laden back his theory up.
A man accused of trying to bring down a plane by putting explosives in his shoes enters a not guilty plea today. Richard Reed appeared in federal court in Boston on charges that he tried to blow up a Paris to Miami jetliner. Reed was initially charged with interfering with a flight crew, but now he faces more serious terrorism charges. He is accused of training with the Al-Qaeda network in Afghanistan and of attempting to use a weapon of mass destruction.
It's new legislation recently enacted. It's part of the USA Patriot Act, and we believe that the charge is consistent with the evidence.
Reed could get 5 life sentences if he is convicted.
The man who was reportedly kidnapped while delivering medical supplies in Afghanistan is apparently free tonight. A family friend says Clark Bowers called home to tell his family he is in the care of the FBI. Earlier this week, though, Amanda Bowers said her husband was being held and tortured by a tribal warlord in Afghanistan. She told reporters a $25,000 ransom was demanded for his release. Meantime, an FBI spokesman says he has no information on the case or whether Bowers is really in FBI hands.
Sailors from the USS Kitty Hawk are home on leave tonight. A tour of duty that began with peaceful ports of call in the Western Pacific ended with wartime action in the Indian Ocean. KPTV's Jim Hyde reports on today's family reunions.
Charles Panter has not seen his family for more than a year. After wartime duty in the Indian Ocean, he and some of his fellow sailors are now officially on leave. What's it like aboard?
It's cramped.
Kitty Hawk joined other U.S. Navy ships launching and supporting naval air missions to Afghanistan. Now Panther and his shipmates are glad to be home, having some hugging room.
I'm very proud of my brother.
Besides each other, what did they miss most?
I have to say the snow. I love the snow.
Sailor Mike Winter missed his girlfriend and dad and stepmom. They have lots of catching up to do.
We held Christmas for him.
We did hold Christmas. We got the tree up still with lights all ready for him. So it's going to be a good time.
Monday morning. Their friend and shipmate Lee McCaskill of Denver will spend a few days in Oregon before heading home. He knows how to bring a group of people together. McCaskill's an aerial photographer.
We had somewhere around 500 people, I believe it was, out on the flight deck, ranged up to spell out the words freedom as we were returning our way home. They were all in their dress whites and spelled out freedom on the flight deck.
It has been an eye-opening year for the sailors on the Kitty Hawk and their countrymen. But for the next 3 weeks, it's time for some shore leave. At PDX, Jim Hyde, the 10 o'clock news.
The three sailors worked together in the photo lab aboard the USS Kitty Hawk.
A fiery volcano displaced tens of thousands of people in America, and Northwest Medical Team's members will soon be on their way to help out. A river of molten lava oozed through the town of Goma in Rwanda, destroying everything in its path. The active volcano's lava flow is now threatening to the nearby town that is of Gisenyi. Authorities have put the town on alert, preparing residents to flee. The volcano has 3 separate lava flows and is still spewing ash high into the sky. Rwanda's military and police are directing those evacuations. Volunteers from Northwest Medical Teams leave tomorrow to send help.
Beaverton police now have a new tool for keeping hostile people under control.
I'm gonna hit you with it. I'm gonna hit you with the garbage can. Hit you right now. I'm gonna hit you with it.
It's called a pepper ball, and it is non-lethal. It's fired from a gun which works much in the same way as a paintball gun. Each pepper ball is filled with powder designed to disable a suspect.
The pepper, basically just like pepper spray, once the subject breathes it in or it affects his eyes, nostrils, or mouth, is going to somewhat cause him to affect his breathing somewhat to where we hope that it's going to alter his behavior.
Pepper balls can be used from as far away as 30 feet.
I'm gonna throw it at you.
Along those lines, when it comes to mudslinging, politicians really know how to play the game. And today, 2 city mayors put their war of words to a good cause.
Yes, they did. They raised the stakes for Sunday's NFL playoff between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Dan Christopherson's here now to talk a little trash.
Yeah, something I love to do, and apparently the mayors and the players and everybody else like to do it too. Well, let's get one thing straight. These 2 teams, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, do not like each other, and they do not hide that fact from the general public. One Baltimore defender told Steeler running back Jerome Bettis this week he'd be better off not even playing on Sunday. Bettis downplayed the impact of Ravens ferocious linebacker Ray Lewis, to which Lewis replied, in effect, make sure to come see me on Sunday. And by all accounts, this has been a light trash week.
You know, we like to talk and mess with other people and talk garbage back and forth, and other teams like it too. But you know what? The pressure's on. I mean, if you lose, you're going to look like an idiot. But if you win, you're going to look pretty good, and people are going to listen to you next week.
Okay, so you expect a little jawing out of the players, not the mayors, but check out the exchange when the Baltimore and Pittsburgh mayors made a friendly little wager on Sunday's outcome.
All right, now we are famous for our Maryland crabs, so we always put up crabs. We also have some local brewed DeGroen's beer. I don't know what the law is about transporting it across state lines, so you may have to come to Baltimore to claim it.
Well, Martin, given what I know of your college career, you should be an expert on that.
Oh, man. Pittsburgh's mayor over the phone there breaking out the fraternity boy smack, apparently. All right, that was funny. Well, they don't quite know what to say in Tampa Bay. Bill Parcells has rejected an offer to coach the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Parcells had been the only candidate there, but he said tonight, quote, I am finished coaching. Our Hot Shots tonight truly lives up to its name. We are talking pool and not the kind that you dive into. An overflow crowd packed into Sam's Hollywood Billiards in the Northeast for a rare glimpse at the one and only Black Widow, Jeanette Lee. Lee is the modern face of billiards, the world's most recognizable player. Eat your heart out, Minnesota Fats. Tonight, Lee worked her magic on 2 local amateur champions in a sharpshooter challenge. The Black Widow is deadly, but she's not perfect. She lost the game when she scratched right there, but she laughed about it because she's the Black Widow, and the Black Widow always gets her prey. Quite a sight. I mean, she's like #3 in the world overall among men and women.
And she practices like, I think, 8 hours a day or
She's
something
awesome.
like that.
Yeah.
I was reading an
Wow.
article
All right.
about her. Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
What does the weekend have in store? Cold and rain or warm and dry? Monica Giza will be along in just a moment with all the answers.
Also, a deadly shooting at a community college in Florida. We'll have the details later.
Plus, which is better exercise, running or walking? The answer might surprise you. We have new information in the HealthCast when the 10 o'clock news continues.
Whoa. What was he thinking?
Introducing a vehicle designed for your adventures in reality. The all-new, more powerful CR-V from Honda.
We're the people you can depend on. For quality, it's all right here.
Welcome to the New Year's clearance sale, going on right now at Oak Unlimited. We have the lowest prices of the year with discounts up to 50% off regular prices, like this beautiful dining set with hutch or this gorgeous diamond bedroom set. We have entertainment centers, office and computer furniture, all reduced to sell. So hurry out now during Oak Unlimited's New Year's clearance sale at Delta Park and our new Hillsborough location.
It sounds like a dream job to make and play video games. Now there's a school where you can train to do just that. And we'll take you there coming up on the 10 o'clock news.
Gary Oldman, Isabella Rossellini, Immortal Beloved.
Sunday at 5 on KPTV, Oregon's 12.
If you haven't yet seen Ocean's 11, you gotta be nuts. People lack vision. You've been robbed.
Your luck can change just that quickly.
Hang on to your knickers. See the movie that steals the show. Yeah. Ocean's 11, rated PG-13, now playing.
Tonight's weather report on the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by Dodge. You can take life as it comes, or you can grab life by the horns. Dodge.
Hey, bro, you need a hand with that thing? Yeah. Ah, there you go.
The Dodge Dakota offers best-in-class cargo and payload.
Woo! What is that? You can put your arms down, you know. That'll be good.
Grab Dodge's 7-100 powertrain pledge, plus $1,500 cash allowance or low financing. Ford, GM, and Toyota don't match this.
In tonight's HealthCast, the dangers of stomach acid. 2 new studies say that taking antacids for heartburn may do more harm than good in the long run. Researchers at the University of Michigan say that antibiotics are probably a better choice to treat stomach acid, and that's because drugs that lower acid levels also promote bacterial growth. And the reports show that bacteria is often the cause of ulcers and cancer in the stomach. A new report in an upcoming issue of Time magazine says that when it comes to exercise, walking is better than running. Medical experts say that walking is easier on the knees, it's safer, and it isn't known to trigger negative side effects like some of the more intense exercises do. Now, if that doesn't convince you, doctors also report that a regular walking routine can lower the risk of stroke, diabetes, and high blood pressure. With our hectic schedules and fast-paced lives, it's easy to forget about the importance of a healthy family meal. But now, there's yet another reason to dine with your loved ones. Research shows that family dinners promote good mental health in teenagers. According to the Journal of Epidemiology and Community Health, youngsters who went for psychological help had 5 or fewer meals with their families per week, whereas their healthier peers reported that they dined with relatives at least 6 times a week. A study showed that eating with family is a unifying ritual that promotes adolescent mental health.
The Environmental Protection Agency is urging Americans to test their homes for radon. It's part of an agency drive to inform the public about the health risks posed by radon gas. Now, the EPA says many in the public are unaware that radon is the 2nd leading cause of lung cancer here in the U.S. As part of that campaign, the EPA has released this public service announcement.
All over America, people are taking the national radon test. Have you?
You put me on the spot.
True or false? Radon is the 2nd leading cause of lung cancer.
True. I'd say false.
No, it's true.
That's something new to me.
The Office of the Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested for radon.
False?
It's true.
True?
So that's bad. We should get our house tested. Sure, I'm gonna call it.
1-800-SOS-RADON.
How can you not call?
1-800-SOS-RADON.
We estimate that there are a lot of homes out there that in fact do have radon and where people haven't had the opportunity or haven't taken the time to test, and they don't even know they're living with a silent killer.
The EPA reports 1 home in 15 in the U.S. has dangerous levels of radon. In some areas of the country, that number is as high as 1 out of 2.
Time now to check in with Monica Guzza. She's just back from a day of skiing, right? Was it yesterday that you went?
Yes, I went skiing all day yesterday. It was just...
Where'd you go?
Well, I'm at Pass, just outside of Eugene, and the conditions were incredible. Just had snowed a little bit in the morning, was slightly overcast, so the sun didn't... anyway, it was just great. What can I say?
And the conditions are getting better tonight, right?
And it's going to snow some more. We had a real strong warm spell that melted a lot of the snow at the ski resort, so it was getting a little thin. Now, we're going to get plenty of snow, probably more snow than we can handle at this point. But it doesn't look like we're going to see any in the valleys. We'll get close to that point, but not into the valleys.
So good news for skiers coming
Absolutely, absolutely, and for all of us, because this is certainly going to help out the drought situation. Why don't we take a look at conditions outside right now? It is raining lightly. 44 is actually our high temperature today. It is still 44 degrees outside right now. Humidity is at 93%, and the barometer is beginning to drop off. The winds have kicked up, the winds out of the south-southwest here in Portland at 21 miles an hour. Let's take a look at the radar map. Rain showers picked up this afternoon. You can see the heavier band of rain moving through as we go into the evening. Snow already developing around Spokane through much of eastern Washington. In fact, beginning to see some light snow showers around Burns and Baker City. Quiet out on the coast right now, and we will continue to see light rain and snow showers as we go through the evening, just depending on where you're at. Regional radar taking a closer look. You can see the rain moving through the valleys and up into the mountains and into the Columbia River Gorge. In fact, beginning to see some rain now in the Dalles. Also saw some light showers as we got into the Pendleton area. Here's a look at 24-hour precipitation, and most of the precipitation stayed north of North Bend. Astoria over 1/10 of an inch, Salem under 1/10 of an inch, a trace for just about everyone else out there, and already seeing precipitation right now. Here's our cloud rain forecast. Cold front just offshore, low pressure just to the north, and notice how the contour lines, the lines of equal pressure, are beginning to sort of crush together, and when you begin to see that, that means the winds are going to begin to pick up, and as the cold front pushes in, we're seeing that wind right now. As we go into tomorrow morning, cold front will be draped across the northwest portion of the state. Low pressure right up here in the state of Washington. Snow throughout much of eastern Oregon, along the Cascades, along the Coast Range, and into the, well, actually any elevation above 1,000 feet. By tomorrow night, low pressure and the cold front will quickly move off to the east. We will continue to see gusting winds and breezy conditions throughout the day. We will dry off as we go into the afternoon. By evening time, though, that next system is going to begin to move on shore. We will see the rain redevelop as we go into the evening time with a warm front right over the Willamette Valley area. High temperatures today, generally dry for many people, especially in the southern half of the state. Some clearing skies down in Brookings and 54 degrees. Chilly over in Baker City and down into Lakeview. In fact, seeing some snow showers right now in Baker City. There we go, 44 in Portland this afternoon at 3:30 and still 44 degrees right now. High temperatures across the nation. Lots of cold air seeping in from the north. And in fact, we're seeing some heavy snow throughout much of the Great Lakes states. Chilly and clear up in many areas of the northern plains and into the Midwest. 30 degrees in Denver, Colorado. Lovely day down in Los Angeles, 62 degrees. Honolulu, overcast skies and 72. Taking a look at the national satellite and radar. Here's our snow and rain beginning to move on shore. But look at the size of this storm heading through the Midwest. Lots of snow moving off into the east. So the eastern seaboard up into the New England states as we go into tomorrow morning. Plenty of snow. So if you're going to be flying to the East Coast tomorrow, call ahead, check your flight schedule. North Bend and Coos Bay, mostly cloudy with some showers early in the day, then drying out. For the rest of the coast, overcast skies with showers and decreasing showers as we go later into the day. Small craft advisory in effect, and that'll be because of the swell out of the west at 12 feet. Into the western valleys, it looks like it's going to be mostly cloudy. In Kelso, we'll start out with showers, and those showers will begin to taper off as we go through the day. Same situation for the Portland area. Couple of sun breaks in the afternoon, and then our next system will move on shore as we go into tomorrow night. Oregon Cascades, by tomorrow evening, we could easily see 6 to 12 inches of fresh snow, high of 27, freezing level at 15,000 feet. If you're driving up in the mountain passes, check the weather conditions ahead of time. Bend and Madras, 50% chance of snow showers. Burns, John Day, snow for you with rain below 3,500 feet. Baker City, LeGrand, snowy and breezy. Pendleton, you'll probably see a snow shower to the Dalles. Generally dry, a chance for a mix of precipitation midway through the day. Cascade Locks, mostly cloudy with some morning showers. Those will decrease. So I think we will be dry here in the Portland area around 5 o'clock, 10 p.m. Here comes that next system. Winds tomorrow, breezy out of the southwest, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's the 7-day planner. And look at this. We really have just gotten back into a very rainy setup. Look at this. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, rain. And Wednesday and Thursday, we'll see some showers and maybe a sunbreak here and there. Friday, it looks like it's going to be rainy again. And our best chance for getting snow on the valley floor would be Tuesday morning, but it looks like it's going to be dry.
Okay, so might be a good week for some movies then.
I think so.
Indoor
Or
activity.
book a flight.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks,
That would be
Monica.
better.
Yeah, right. Hey, coming up, weekend movies on your list of things to do.
If so, then stick around. We're going to preview some new flicks out this weekend, including the gripping Black Hawk Down.
Plus, a whale mystery. Why is this baby whale swimming by itself? We'll have the story when the 10 o'clock news continues.
0% financing has depleted Chevy inventories nationwide. But at Car Chevy World, we've got 8 city blocks with over 1,000 vehicles on site. And this weekend, during Car Chevy World's giant truck blowout, get our lowest prices ever. Plus, get 2002 cash back on every new Chevy. Like a 2002 Chevy Avalanche 4x4 for just $26,995. The biggest selection of new Chevy trucks in the West and 2002 cash back on every new Chevy. Hurry to Car Chevy World in Beaverton, where salaried salespeople see it your way.
Sings that, The Seekers. Sings that, The Seekers.
No. Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose, 1972.
You want expert answers whenever you need them? Come to Office Depot, where our people listen, understand, and help.
How can I get organized?
New generation of handhelds. It'd be nice if everything was like that. Office Depot. What you need to know.
They say it's the world's first 4D roller coaster, but what does that mean? Find out for yourself. Take a test ride on the X. Coming up.
One visit and you'll be convinced. Choosing to buy furniture and mattresses anywhere else is like choosing to pay higher prices.
United Furniture Warehouse.
How can you make unlimited wireless calls to home? How can you stay connected to family members on your plan without using up wireless minutes? Only Quest Wireless shared minute plans let you call home on your wireless phone without using plan minutes, plus make unlimited calls between plan members. Anything's possible when you have an advanced network and when the snow melts. Now 2 people can share 3,600 minutes for only $59.99 a month. Domestic wireless long distance included.
I'm going to be late for my own wedding.
No worries. My new Subaru Outback's more stable in a turn than a Lexus RX 300. Gets better gas mileage than a Ford Explorer. And like every Subaru, has the added traction of all-wheel drive.
Subaru Outback, the world's first sport utility wagon.
The rugged outdoorsy type. Nice choice.
Now you can get an APR as low as 2.9% on all 2002 Outback models.
Warehouse shopping means you save money. The same furniture and mattresses found in other furniture and department stores, but at low warehouse prices.
United Furniture Warehouse.
2 people are dead and 2 wounded after a college campus shooting.
It happened at a community college in Davie, Florida this morning. Police say that a man and a woman were standing between 2 campus buildings arguing when the shots rang out. This happened just before 11 o'clock this morning.
I heard 2 gunshots. I turned around and I saw her shot, it looked like in the back of the neck, and I saw her fall to the ground.
Police say the man then turned the gun on himself. Police believe that the murder-suicide was the result of a domestic dispute. Moments after arriving at the hospital, both of the young people were pronounced dead.
In Massachusetts, a jury convicts a defrocked Catholic priest of molesting a 10-year-old boy. The incident happened 10 years ago in a swimming pool. The victim, now 20 years old, testified that then 56-year-old John Gogan inappropriately touched him while they both played together in the pool.
Not the worst thing in the world, and we're certainly not saying it was. But when a grown man puts his hand inside the shorts of a 10-year-old boy and touches skin on skin, it's wrong, it's indecent, and it's a crime.
The former priest, now 66 years old, still faces 2 other related criminal cases and 84 civil lawsuits accusing him of child sexual abuse. From this conviction alone, he could serve at least 10 years in prison.
In other news from America tonight, a dramatic bank robbery and kidnapping in Missouri. The robber held a woman hostage and drove off in her car in an attempt to elude police today. The suspect led officers on a chase that lasted 40 minutes and went on highways in both Missouri and Illinois. The suspect lost control of the car and then it rolled down a ravine in St. Louis. Police then surrounded the crashed car and pleaded with the suspect to release the hostage. He eventually did release the woman and surrendered to police.
A helicopter crash in Cleveland, Ohio kills 2 people. It happened early this morning. 3 people were on board. The medical emergency helicopter crashed into a courtyard shortly after lifting off for an emergency run. The pilot of the helicopter, along with a nurse on board, died, while the 3rd passenger, a medic, suffered burns. The cause of this crash is under investigation.
And an unusual sighting in Puget Sound, Washington. A lone baby whale has been spotted swimming in the sound. Whale experts say that it's very rare for an orca to roam without the presence of other whales. Researchers at Friday Harbor on the San Juan Islands say they think that this whale may belong to the L pod, which travels past Puget Sound and the San Juan Islands. They're still trying to figure out, though, why this particular whale swims alone.
And coming up, school just got a lot more exciting.
Get those thumbs warmed up because we're taking you to a college where you learn to play video games better.
Plus, get ready to see one of the craziest roller coasters in the world. This one will leave you spinning. That's when the 10 o'clock news continues.
Beware.
Battle stations.
Looks are deceiving.
Don't let their appearance fool you. They are in control of this vessel.
They are not children.
We are the Borg.
They are a new generation of evil on the next Star Trek Voyager.
Tonight on KPTV, Oregon's 12.
What can you get for a penny at Car Toys? This Nokia phone with $465 of cash and bonuses. With your 4th phone, get a free snowboard. Offer ends January 26th, only at Car Toys.
Car Toys. Better way to go.
Quick! Memorize everything about this precise moment because you are going to want to remember exactly what you were doing when Pizza Hut announced the historic 99-cent pizza deal. Right now, when you buy any of these delicious large specialty pizzas, we'll give you an entire second medium pizza with 1 topping of your choice for only 99 cents. In the annals of history, has any other pizza company offered a deal this good? Everyone's going to want a piece of this, the historic 99-cent pizza deal from Pizza Hut. Right now, get an order of 5 breadsticks and a 2-liter for just $3 more.
Did you know the air in your home can be up to 5 times more polluted than air outside? That indoor pollutants like dander can aggravate allergies and trigger asthma? What can you do? Get the Filtrete Ultra Allergen Reduction Filter. It's up to 30 times better than all other 1-inch filters at capturing airborne dust, bacteria, and pollen. And it meets Health House guidelines. If you don't take care of the air in your home, who will? Filtrete filters from 3M.
Chances are you're going to find something you like at our Men's Warehouse year-end sale. Especially if you like saving money.
The Men's Warehouse year-end sale.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
The Dow is down 78 points, closing at 9,771. The NASDAQ down 55, closing at 1,930.
At Wix Furniture, the salespeople are totally different.
They don't lunge at you like attack dogs.
Sweetie, get those biscuits.
Completely knowledgeable.
The Einsteins of furniture.
It's the final days of Wix Furniture's biggest sale of the year. Fabulous once-a-year savings. Plus, with no money down, with no monthly payments, and no finance charges due for 1 year with a Wix charge.
Wix salespeople treat you like you have a brain.
You got the brain? I got a brain.
What is
this.
Thanks to Quest Security Screen, this is what you hear when an unidentified telemarketer calls. This is what the telemarketer hears.
If you are a solicitor, please hang up now.
Quest Security Screen works with caller ID to help stop unidentified telemarketers before your phone even rings. Order Quest Security Screen today and get 30 days free. Quest, ride the light.
It's a new year, and not just any old truck will do. That's why Chevy is kicking it into overdrive with $2,002 cash back on every new 2001 and 2002 pickup truck. From S10 and Silverado to the 2002 Motor Trend Truck of the Year Chevy Avalanche. That's $2,002 cash back when you lease or purchase any new Chevy pickup. So drive into this year with a truck you can depend on. See your local Chevy dealer today.
Rebecca's man trouble is pushing everyone to the breaking point.
Be afraid.
Next time on Cheers.
Tonight at midnight on KPTV, Oregon's 12.
Welcome back. Some of the soldiers now fighting in Afghanistan fought in Somalia in 1993 at the Battle of Mogadishu. The new film Black Hawk Down takes a look at that battle.
And that movie is one of a couple of features opening this weekend. Anna Hoven gives us a preview in this week's edition of Now Showing.
My men are surrounded by thousands of Somali militia. I need help now.
Black Hawk Down tells the story of the 1993 battle between U.S. troops and Somalian forces.
People ask me, why do you do it, man? They want to understand it's about the men next to you.
Don't let that man crawl! Somebody help that man!
That's all it is.
No one gets left behind, you know that.
Black Hawk Down was directed by Ridley Scott and is rated R.
It's about a will. It's about some lady in Alaska. Alaska.
Cuba Gooding Jr. discovers where there is a will, there is a way. When he discovers he is the new owner of a pack of snow dogs.
Bad doggy!
Where's those dogs? They're eating the house.
He has a lot to learn.
Your feet on runners, keeping your weight centered, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Ready? Set!
Snow Dogs is rated PG. With Now Showing, I'm Anna Hovind.
Okay, if that doesn't float your boat, here's the top 10 movies already in theaters. Number 1, Lord of the Rings. 2, A Beautiful Mind. 3, Orange County. 4, Ocean's 11. That's a good one. Seen that one. 4, or 5, I should say, The Royal Tannenbaum. 6, Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. 7, Vanilla Sky. 8, Kate and Leopold. 9, Gosford Park. And 10, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It sounds like the perfect job to make and play video games. Well, now students can learn about the trade and earn a certificate in the field. But as Lillian Kim reports, the job is not as easy as you might think.
Oh, there's a goal. Work seems a lot more like play at this video game company. Testing the latest products is part of the job. Oh. But it's not all fun and games. The work requires cutting-edge programming and knowledge of 3D graphics, artificial intelligence, and special effects.
A lot of people, when they hear that I make video games, they assume that it's as easy as playing video games, which it certainly isn't. Making video games is incredibly tough.
And now these brains behind the games are passing on their knowledge.
The goal of the course is we're going to develop a game over the 10 weeks, and it's going to be a simple game, but it'll be a game all the same.
At the University of Washington, students can now get a certificate in game development. Most are professional programmers looking for something different.
I'm over 40 now. I want to be a kid again. I'm tired of doing the responsible business applications and market-driven stuff. I just want to do something really fun.
With multi-million-dollar budgets set aside for most video games, companies have a lot at stake. And that's why they're looking for top talent to help create the next big hit.
No?
And as sales of video game consoles continue to climb, so does the demand for new games, which for now provides job stability in an industry that actually requires fun in the workplace.
Oh, I play video games a lot. Luckily, I get to pawn that off as research in this industry.
In Bellevue, Washington, Lillian Kim reporting.
And staying with the fun and games theme, a new ride at California's Magic Mountain adds another dimension to the roller coaster experience.
It's called the X, and it is the first ever 4D roller coaster. Riders hurtle around the track at speeds of up to 75 miles an hour, and at the same time, their carriages spin 360 degrees backwards and forwards. A 200-foot dive and a 185-foot loop make this the ultimate gut-wrenching adrenaline rush.
That's not the only thing it'd do to my guts. Wrench them. I don't want to go there, though.
All right, for some gut-wrenching weather, Monica Guzzo will be back in just a moment.
It's going to be rainy, she says. And Oregon football legends from Dan Phelps to Terry Baker brush up on their Civil War history. We'll tell you about that coming up in sports.
How's it going?
Good. Lots of room in here.
Yep.
And it's going to be getting a lot of use, right, sweetie?
Try that other thing against the seats. Well, what do you think?
This is going to be good.
Dodge Neon RT. 150 peak horsepower, 16-inch wheels, and enough room for, well, whatever. Grab Dodge's 7/100 powertrain pledge, plus $1,500 cash allowance or low financing. Ford, GM, and Toyota don't match this.
Meet my 21st century family. They're always on the phone, or online, or out and about, and it all adds up. That's why we got the total package from Quest. We get high-speed DSL, phone service with tons of features. Oh, and Mr. Wireless.
He gets a plan with 1,200 minutes, including long distance.
For only $99.89 a month, get the new total package from Quest.
Who knew the future would be so simple?
Don't spend my time being what I'm not. Just live my life with what I've got. Loving every minute of it, keep calling the shots. So yeah, right there, keep hitting the spot. True to myself, do it my own way. Don't give a second thought to what the others say. Totally focused when you see what you want, see what you get. Come on, we got the best yet. Just live your life.
Want more for less? Then you gotta get to DQ, where right now 99 cents gets you a mouth-watering DQ double burger, or get a peanut buster parfait, also just 99 cents. Got a buck? DQ something different.
It's time you expected more from an insurance company. So call Progressive Auto Insurance, and we can give you our low price, plus the rates for up to 3 leading competitors. And that could save you hundreds.
We want you to save money, even if it's not with us.
It's time you expected an easier way to buy car insurance. Because at Progressive.com, you can get a quote and buy a policy instantly. In fact, our website is so fast and easy to use, it's been rated #1 4 times in a row. It's time you expected faster claim service. At Progressive, our immediate response vehicles can come right to you. They're like a claims office on wheels.
We make getting back on the road fast and easy.
Visit Progressive.com or call Progressive today. For fast, friendly service 24 hours a day. We want you to save money, even if it's not with us.
Okay, maybe we're not changing the world, but we are changing the way people buy car insurance.
You could start saving now. Call Progressive today or visit Progressive.com. Progressive, not what you'd expect from an insurance company.
You're gonna wake up feeling good like everybody should.
Because Jer Bear beds are made here locally, you get national brand quality for a whole lot less. So you tell us what you want.
And we'll make it.
Whether it's the largest selection of adjustable beds or Portland's only Restonic Sleep Gallery. Air beds, fashion beds, latex rubber, Swedish memory foam, futons or bunks, we have it.
Nothing will compare. Buy a bed, get a bed.
Now, sports with Dan Christofferson.
All right, fans, the Portland Winterhawks faced off tonight against one of their newest rivals, the Tri-City Americans, and this one was fight-filled, a match that saw 6 different scraps. Gotta love that. One of the involved Hawks, defenseman Matt Fetzner, this was his Portland debut. He just came over in a trade. They wanted his toughness. They got it, and they got Joe Bally scoring again, his 37th goal, tops in the entire league. The AMs, the Americans, got one back, but Paul Gostad will find Sean Rode for his second goal of the night. 3-1 Hawks. It turns into 4-1 when Jacob Klepsis centers it perfectly to Matt Gerling in there, and the Hawks earned just their 3rd victory in 10 meetings with Tri-Cities in front of a great crowd of 9,055, that is. Blazers take on the Clippers at the Garden tomorrow night. Hottest team, the Sacramento Kings. They can do wicked things with the basketball. Vlade Divac slamming on the Golden State Warriors. And how many 6'10 guys do you know can wrap it around like this? This is Chris Webber. Ooh, that is sweet, and it should be illegal. The Kings have won 11 in a row. They are very good. 26 points for C. Webb, and they rocked the Golden State, 121-97. All right, what a sports day tomorrow in the city of Chicago. The Bears host the Eagles in the NFL playoffs, and that is going to have to take a second billing to the return of Chicago's favorite son, one Michael Jordan. Tomorrow night, Jordan plays the Windy City for the first time in a visitor's uniform. Jordan, who shot the Bulls to 6 world titles, brings his Washington Wizards to town, and he is counting on a playoff atmosphere. Why not?
I go in there knowing that, you know, I'm wearing a different uniform, and I'll probably be considered the opposition. I don't know if I get booed or not. I don't expect I will, but I'm in a different uniform. I'm with another organization, and that's just the way it is.
I'm glad it's an afternoon game at 2 because the ovation might stop, you know, for after an hour or so and give us a chance to finish the game off.
You know, I feel he wanted to be here and a couple things didn't go his way or whatever, so he's going to want to come back here and show he still got it.
Yeah, he's still got it. Small college action at Linfield College tonight. The Lewis and Clark Pioneers in town for a rematch of last year's Northwest Championship. And I'm telling you, the Pios, they got it tonight. This is John Midas inside with the Midas touch. They jump out to a 16-1 lead. Linfield trying to stay in it with O.J. Gully. He's out of Reynolds High School, and he's a good one of the league's top scorers. But Lewis and Clark came to play and win big, 104-65 over Linfield. We are 10 months away from the next football Civil War, but it was the glory of Civil War's past that united the Beavers and the Ducks in downtown Portland today. It's a new book titled Civil War, right? The Ducks and Beavers both have them in their colors, and it has some legendary backing. The Beavers, Terry Baker and Jonathan Smith. Ducks, Dan Fouts and Rich Brooks. They paired off and signed books for big crowds at the Duck and Beavers fan shops. Baker's the '62 Heisman winner, and he quickly won over the modern Beaver fan. The new Beavers catch better. Brooks has been on both sides of the rivalry, but he made his mark as the Ducks head coach who started Oregon's run to prominence.
So I have a very big investment in that program, and I'm extremely proud of the job they've done, taking it to the level. The last 2 years combined are clearly the best years in Oregon football history. 10-win and 11-win seasons, those are hard to come by.
And you might not know that Brooks played at Oregon State, even though he's a Duck. He played at Oregon State alongside Baker in the early 60s. Duck fans and Beaver fans know that. Arnold Palmer, meet Justin Timberlake. Now somebody tell Arnold Palmer who Justin Timberlake is. All right, I'm guessing he's not a big fan of NSYNC, but he is bye on the birdie right there is Arnold Palmer. When you're hot, you're really hot. Get it? Bye to NSYNC song and all that. Justin Timberlake with NSYNC. This is a great shot by Jerry Kelly, all right? And anyway, it's an eagle. And that is the Bob Hope Classic. Kind of got off track there for a minute. The NSYNC stuff. That's why Arnold said, "Hey, nice to meet you." Who's that guy? Anyway, but, you know.
Can he golf? Like, well, hit a putt. Right. Thanks, Jen.
Thanks, Jen.
7-day forecast, Monica, is not good golfing weather.
No, it is going to be dreary out there. Tomorrow will be probably one of our driest days. We have showers tonight. They will taper off tomorrow. Snow levels are going to be very low all weekend long. In fact, in the mountains by Monday evening, we could see as much as 3 feet of new snow in the Cascades. That's a lot of snow. Tuesday morning is probably our best chance to get snow in the valleys, but it's going to be dry Tuesday morning and then showers and rain for the rest of the week. There you go.
All right. So enjoy the semi-dry day tomorrow and then do that for the rest of the week.
Exactly. You're going to need to do that.
Have a great weekend. We'll see you tomorrow night at 10.
Good night. Good night.
It's a new year, and not just any old truck will do. That's why Chevy is kicking it into overdrive with $2,002 cash back on every new 2001 and 2002 pickup truck. From S10 and Silverado to the 2002 Motor Trend Truck of the Year Chevy Avalanche. That's $2,002 cash back when you lease or purchase any new Chevy pickup. So drive into this year with a truck you can depend on. See your local Chevy dealer today.
Hey, Dad, are these the tools you use to fix cars?
Yeah. These are for brakes, these are for engines, and these here are for shocks.
So what do you use to fix transmissions?
These are for brakes, these are for engines, and these here...
Transmission problems got you stumped? Take it to the experts. For a job done right, guaranteed, at a price that's right, take it to AMCO. Call 1-800-GO-AMCO.
It feels good to give to charities. It feels even better to know that your gifts will continue to make a difference after you're gone. Now's the time to plan for it. Talk with your favorite charity or a legal or financial advisor about the best way to leave a legacy in your will or estate plan. It's the only way to make sure your money goes to the people and causes you care about most. Leave more than memories. Leave a legacy. Contact a charity or a legal or financial advisor to find out how.
They're smooth. They're cool. And they got what it takes. They're swingers.
Saturday at 8 on KPTV. Always look for the eye. Interstate Roofing. Any roof, anytime, anywhere.
The Royal Tenenbaums has been named the year's best film by the New York Times. It's on over 100 top 10 lists, and Gene Hackman has won a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor.
He also stole bonds out of my safety deposit box when I was 14.
The Royal Tenenbaums, rated R, now playing.
If you don't got style, what do you got?
It's the final days of Wix Furniture's biggest sale of the year. No payments or finance charges due for 1 year.
Abish.
Smart buyers want the best for your family and your money. Now get $2,002 bonus cash plus 5.9% APR financing on every new Buick. Every Century, LeSabre, Regal, Park Avenue, $2,002 bonus cash, even on Buick's remarkable new Rendezvous. Buick quality, bonus cash, 5.9 APR. Is there a better car for your money than a Buick? Your participating Northwest Buick dealer has the answer.